Food is way more fun when it's not grown in Britain.
My plums are ripe. The next 2 weeks, I'm only going to eat food that's not been grown in Britain.
It's the morning of day one, so I went down to Lidl. And the first win was just a fantastic variety of fresh
In
fruit.
2023, 58% of the food that we ate in the UK was grown in the UK. However, when you actually look at the source of that data, that comes from the government. That's raw ingredients. That doesn't include processed food. So 58% of the raw ingredients are produced in Britain. We eat a lot of other foods that are processed that are probably imported. Okay, so we have some shopping. That was not as easy as I thought. Greek yogurt, Dutch Gouda, sesame rye crisp breads. Now, I looked at the ingredients, and basically all of the ingredients on here are more than likely international.
They might be made in Britain, but the source ingredients probably aren't British.
Same goes for these. Chocolate. Definitely not British. Massive thing of plums. Spanish. Nuts. Black cherry conserve. Here's an interesting one. Soy milk. Lidl's oat milk says it's produced in the UK from British oat. This says nothing about where it's produced. And I know that we don't grow much soya in the UK and not enough to produce things like this. So I reckon that's imported ingredients. More nuts. Italian tin tomatoes. Soap. Not counting that. Spanish cheese. And then I've got so much fruit, which like makes me so happy. Oh no, I bought coriander and it was grown in the UK. Spanish peppers. Obviously not grown in the UK. South African apples. Egyptian oranges, garlic, not British again yet, a melon, which again isn't British, and I bloody love melon in the summer. A bit of ginger as well.
Two things I couldn't get were bread and eggs. All of the bread is made in the UK, but the grains it's made from are probably a mixture of imported and UK grains. As for eggs, we produce 90% of our eggs in the UK, so the chances of finding imported ones are very slim.
This time I really need to lean into some recipes from like other countries around the world.
I had some nuts while I worked out what on earth I could actually have for breakfast from what I'd already bought.
Rye crisp bread, some manchego, and I'm going to wing it and put a bit of cherry conserve on top. I reckon that's going to slap. And an orange. We have breakfast one success. One of the slightly controversial things that I bought is these salted caramel bars. I can't guarantee that all of the ingredients in here are not British. However, we do have some signs. Date paste, roasted peanuts, cashews, raisins, sea salt. Now, we do make sea salt in the UK. However, British sea salt is very expensive. Natural caramel flavouring. That last ingredient is the only one which I have any doubt about.
So I ate one while I considered whether I'd actually bought the right ingredients to make lunch.